did something crazy. Actually, no, it's not crazy. And that's why I want to do it, because it shouldn't be crazy, okay? It should just be a change. And that's what I did. I wanted a change. And so I just went ahead and I did it. I was in New York a couple weeks ago, and I knew I was gonna be there for an extra day. I spoke with my cousin. I was like, okay, just take me to your stylist. I wanna get my hair shaped up, and I also might want to get some highlights in my hair. I wasn't nervous at all. I was kind of just ready for a change. You know, I've had the same look for a really long time, 6 years, and I've never dyed my hair in my entire life, not even when I had relaxed hair. So I really just wanted something new. I told you, things are gonna be different. I'm really happy that I just went for it and did it. She shaped it up. As you can see, it's a beautiful shape. Like, she did an amazing job with the shape. She used the deva cut technique, and the way that she did it was a way that I've never seen a stylist cut hair before. She literally defined every single one of my curls. Like, I have a ton of hair. She went in and, like, when I say she defined every single one of my curls, I don't mean she took like this section and defined it. Like, she took all these little tiny pieces out of this one huge section and she defined it. So I had just a head full of singular curls everywhere, and she cut my hair into this shape one curl at a time. So you can see it's like super symmetrical. It's just a perfect cut. It's really beautiful. See the back of it? It's just like perfect, and it has a really nice shape, and I really like it. I did use my wash and go technique to do my hair today. I really didn't have to shape the top a lot. All I had to do was pull the back down a little bit because the inside of my hair gets really shrunken and tight. So all I had to do was pull that down a little bit, and I was like good to go. It was amazing. The easiest wash and go ever. It was awesome. So I really love the shape, the color. Okay. So I love the color now. But I have to say, it took me a while to get used to. Like I said, I have never dyed my hair in my life. So when I was at the stylist, I was like, oh, it's great, it's great, it's great. I got home and I like really did freak out. I was like, oh my God, what did I do? This color, you know, is not what I wanted. You know, all this stuff in my head. I was freaking out. I think I cried a little too. Yeah. I cried a little because I wasn't used to it, and it's kind of crazy, even though it shouldn't be when you've never dyed your hair before. What I basically wanted was a balayage technique on my hair. I think it's really pretty. Balayage is basically like freehand highlights, but I didn't want it to go up really high. I kind of wanted like a balayage ombre, like just a little bit of that. And it went up, like the color goes like up to here. Obviously that has a lot to do with the shrinkage, but it's a little too high for me. So I'm really looking forward to when it grows out, because I really wanted like all of my black hair to at least come to here, because I think the black hair really flatters me, but I wanted a little bit of highlights to just give me some dimension. So I look forward to when this grows out, but for now I really do like the color. I think it's really pretty. This is also a lot lighter color than I wanted. I wanted it a little bit deeper, but again, that's okay, because I already actually noticed the color is fading a little bit. So I like the faded color a lot better, because it was like really blonde before. I was actually like out meeting some of the viewers, and they're like, did you highlight your hair? Is that hair chalk? And I was like, I don't know, because it was so bright. And I'm so used to wearing my hair in a twist out, and I just think that this color looks better in a wash and go. So I'm probably gonna be rocking more wash and goes and maybe twist outs here and there. But it just looks really good in a wash and go. I like it like this. There's so much to tell you guys. I've been holding this in for so long. Like, I've just been wearing buns for the past like 2 or 3 weeks. Everywhere I go, because I don't want anyone to see it, and I vlog every day, and I just didn't want anyone to really notice it. So my hair is, I'm just really happy that I can like show you guys and finally just wear my hair out, because it's really annoying trying to hide stuff from you guys, okay? It's very hard to, because you guys see everything. One thing that I did notice is that, you know, after she colored my hair, obviously the colored portions are a lot more delicate than the virgin hair that I have here. So my virgin hair, I don't really like saying it like that. My natural hair color, I guess I would say, I can be a lot more rough with it, and then I have to be very gentle with the colored hair. I just use a ton of flaxseed gel, and I also think the flaxseed gel helped to dull the color a little bit, so it's not so bright, which I really like. So yay, the flaxseed gel, what? To the rescue. Hey. Okay, sorry. The hair that is as dark as mine has a tendency to be really red and orange. And I noticed that like when I was doing my research of what I wanted, I didn't want red hair. I didn't want orange hair. I didn't want it to be really bright. I wanted, like, this is still a little too bright for me. I want it to be a little bit less noticeable. Like I wanted you to have to like really be up on me to know that I had highlights in my hair. Whereas this you can tell from like far away. So I didn't want that, but I think that as it grows out, it'll be more to like what I want. To make sure that it wasn't red, I wanted to make sure that she made the color really ashy. I wanted it really toned, I wanted it really ashy, and I didn't want it bright, 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 bright. So this is a more toned color, a little bit ashier, so I like that. Still bright, but that'll grow out, so that's fine. I wanted to get my hair dyed because one, I wanted to change. I just wanted to try everything that I've ever wanted to try. And that's something I've always wanted to try. And so I'm happy that I did. So that was one reason I wanted to do it. Another reason I wanted to do it is because, you know, I get so many questions, and some questions I just can't answer because I don't have the experience. So whenever I would get questions about, you know, what happens after you get your hair colored, or like how to take care of colored hair and all that kind of stuff having to do with colored hair or even damaged hair, I really could only answer from like things that I've heard worked. So far it's doing really well. I've been doing a lot of deep conditioning. Constant deep conditioning. I also want to talk about some changes that I noticed in my hair because wow, it's crazy like what some color can do to your hair. And I don't think this is a little bit of color, I actually think this is a lot of color. This is a lot more than I wanted, but I like it. It's really only been like 2 weeks and I already see crazy things. So number one, when you dye your hair, anything that was ever wrong with your hair is going to be magnified times 10. So I'm still learning to deal with that. I think that the past couple of weeks I've gotten more of a hang of it. You know, the question that I get all the time is, when you color your hair, does your texture change? And I have to say, yeah, my texture changed in the colored parts of my hair. Let me see a tight curl here. Here's a tight curl, no dye or anything. And I compare that to a curl that's been dyed. And check out the difference, you know? That's like the same section. So you see a slight loosening of the curl. It's not really a lot, and my hair is really curly to begin with, but it's there, and that's a noticeable difference. The colored curls just kind of hang a little bit lower, I guess. And you know, I don't think that's a bad thing. I don't think that's a good thing. I just think it is what it is. Like, I'm not gonna cry over a loosened curl or whatever. Like, it's really not a big deal. And I think that, you know, my hair is super curly to begin with, so I had a lot of room to, well, at least I have my curls is basically what I'm saying. I think that if you have a looser texture to begin with and you're dyeing your hair, maybe that's something that you want to keep in mind. It most likely will loosen your curl. So, I don't know. For me, it's not a big deal because I have a lot of curl to spare, so we're okay. But that's just something I wanted to point out to you guys because I get that question all the time. So what else? I noticed it's fragile, the curl loosened, it's much drier obviously, and it's very delicate. So, you know, those are things that I noticed right away from my hair. So overall, I love my new color, I love my new cut. I learned so much in the past like 3 weeks just about this whole process that I'll share in another video. I'll do like a salon tips type of video because I have a lot of tips to share with you guys. Like, so I'm not gonna say anymore. I think the video is probably long enough anyway. Just look out for the salon tips video if you guys want like more in-depth about the whole visit and some tips that I would do for next time if I did this again, which I think I would. I think it was a little traumatizing at first, but you know, now that I'm used to it and I've figured out how I like it styled and figured out that, you know, it's okay to have some highlights in your hair and it's okay to look different. Yeah, I would do this again, but I would do it with the tips that I'm going to share with you in the next video. And yeah, so I'm excited, you guys. I love my cut. So amazing. And seriously, you guys, if you're ever like in a funk, I mean, forget the color. I'm just talking about a cut makes such a huge difference in your hair. And my hair was just like so mushroomy and it was just so heavy in the back, and I had like a slope head, and she just totally got rid of it and it just makes you feel brand new. So anyway, thanks for watching, guys. My new cut and color. I hope it didn't shock you too much. But yeah, okay, I'll see you guys in the next video.
Click the top left link to see how I multitask while getting ready in the morning. The bottom left is all about my newest defined wash and go technique. It's awesome. Oh, and if you're into daily vlogs, check out the link in the top right. Hope to see you there. Bye.